The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
Male ego is the most sensitive and most dangerous thing the world has to offer.
Yes.
So I was very...
Just say that again one more time. Say that one more time.
The male ego is the most sensitive and dangerous thing in the world.
Hello everyone, it's Queen B, and I'm back to you with another video. This video pertains to the recent controversy by former NBA player Pat Beverly, as his podcast has gone viral for spewing disgusting comments about Megan Thee Stallion. Now, before I begin with reading the article and playing the audio, it's best that I break down the accomplishments of Megan Thee Stallion, her man, Klay Thompson, and the former NBA player. So, let us begin. Megan Thee Stallion is a rapper, songwriter, CEO of her own company, Hot Girl Productions. She now owns her masters and publishing of her music. She is the founder of the Pete and Thomas Foundation, which focuses on resources for women, children, elders, citizens, and underserved communities. She is an advocate for mental health, wellness, and awareness. She owns her own swimwear line. You guessed it, it's called Hot Girl Summer. She is the ambassador for Revlon Cosmetics. She owns her own tequila brand and has garnered multiple awards during the span of her career, which includes 6 BET Awards, 6 NAACP Awards, 3 Grammys, which includes Best New Artist back in 2021, 10 American Music Awards, 2 Billboard Music Awards, and 16 iHeartRadio Music Awards. In addition, Megan Thee Stallion has accomplished 3 #1 singles on the Billboard Hot 100, which includes His WAP as a guest on Cardi B's song and Savage the remix with Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. While Klay Thompson, her man, is a first draft pick in the NBA, being selected number 11, led the NBA in 3-pointers, making 301, becoming the 3rd player in the NBA history to making at least 300 in a single season, joining Stephen Curry and James Harden. Klay Thompson is a 4-time NBA champion, having a 5-time NBA All-Star attached to his name, being selected to the All-NBA 3rd team twice, winning the NBA 3-point contestant back in 2016, receiving the NBA All-Defensive Second Team selection, and winning 2 gold medals with Team USA back in 2014 at the World Cup and the 2016 Olympics. In addition, Klay Thompson has a foundation with his family called the Thompson Family Foundation, which focuses to enrich the lives of the youth in the USA and the Bahamas through fitness and education. It should be noted that Klay Thompson is the son of LA Laker two-time champion Michael Thompson. Klay Thompson used to play for the Warriors and got traded to the Mavericks, whereas Patrick Beverley played in the NBA for 12 years, established the Beverly Family Foundation, which provides educational and athletic opportunities for underprivileged youths, hosts annual basketball camps and clinics where he shares his skills and experiences with young players and helps inspires the next generation of basketball stars. It should be noted that Patrick Beverley was an NBA All Defensive Team and All Defensive Second Team. In addition, he has a podcast called Hoppin' and Hollering with Jason Williams and Ronnie, which leads us to the unfortunate controversy surrounding his podcast. Now, I will read portions of the article and then play the audio which has gone viral. According to the article, Dallas Mavericks shooting guard Klay Thompson is unhappy about statements from Patrick Beverley and Jason Williams regarding his partner, rap superstar Megan Thee Stallion. Klay Thompson has been receiving criticism this season for his lack of contributions to his team's games. In an episode of the Hoppin' and Hollering podcast, Williams asked questionable questions regarding Klay Thompson's relationship with Megan Thee Stallion, claiming that Klay Thompson's level of play has diminished since dating Megan Thee Stallion. He would go on to state, "It only takes one bleep to drag a battleship across the desert. That's how powerful it is." Williams told Beverly, "Klay Thompson, I ain't saying that's what it is, but that might be what it is." After the episode aired, Klay Thompson posted in an IG comment where he wrote, "Referring to my girlfriend as a bleep is disgusting and disturbing, especially from someone who played in the NBA. How would y'all feel if I referred to your wives in such a way?" And he adds Patrick Beverley and ends it with, "Do better, fellas." Very disappointing. Now you will listen to the audio from the podcast, and we will continue with additional information regarding Patrick Beverley.
Talking about Klay Thompson. Y'all steady trying to get him a pass. I ain't never seen Klay not shoot it like this. And for him to say I'm out of my prime, like, come on, Klay. Like, come on.
He said that?
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah, he's got a beautiful, speaking of BBL.
Yeah.
I'm from West Virginia, man. I've been taught a lot by some old folks, old white folks. It only takes one pussy to drag a battleship across the desert. That's how powerful it is. So
Most wars
it got something to, you know what I'm saying? Klay Thompson, I ain't saying that's what it is, but that might be what it is.
After the clip went viral, Patrick Beverley found himself in the news again as he was arrested and charged with felony assault in what officers in Texas called a family violence incident. According to court records, it is listed as assault on a family member or household member impeding breath or circulation. The charge is a third-degree felony, which is punishable by a 2 to 10-year sentence in Texas. Patrick Beverly was arrested early on Friday, November 14th, 2025, at a home in Rosharon. The Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office stated bail was set at $40,000. Since then, Beverly made a social media post that I will read. Please don't believe everything you see on the internet. Hope all is well, love. He would then also repost an unsigned statement stating, in part, he had unexpectedly found his sister, a minor, alone with an 18-year-old man. He was understandably concerned, as any brother would be, about his sister. However, we don't believe what followed happened the way it's been described, and we look forward to the opportunity to address that in court, the statement read. Before I give my point of view, I would like to send healing energy to this princess involved and support to Megan Thee Stallion. Patrick Beverly did two things in 1 week that we are witnessing in real time. He co-signed and supported the disrespect of a black woman on his platform, and then allegedly harmed his baby sister. Two separate incidents could be connected due to the fact that a black man co-signed and aids in the disrespect of a black woman and now allegedly a black girl. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, make Cat Williams and them proud. The truth bout to get loud. No juice inside of my cup. I sober up and knock 'em all off. Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. I know propaganda work for them, and bleep whoever that's close to them. The ends that coon, the ends that's being groomed, slide on both of them. The fact that this black man allowed that white man to say those disgusting comments about Megan Thee Stallion. Now, once did he stop the recording or redirect? That white man speaks volumes. It amazes me how black people, specifically black men, who, not all, but allow other persons to come into quote-unquote black spaces and allow outsiders to disrespect black women without accountability. Read the room. We are continuously watching the attack of black women regardless of her educational background, marital status, age, class, the list goes on and on. She will be attacked because she is a black woman. And that intersectionality makes her a target not only in the boardroom, but in the podcast booth. If we are going to focus on Klay Thompson's game, worry about the game. They say this young man is a four-time NBA champion. He has won gold medals in the process. So everyone at some point has a bad game. It is what it is. Whoop-de-doo. And the fact that these grown men are placing their anger towards Megan Thee Stallion should be studied. Which leads me to believe that these dudes either want to be Megan or they want to be with Megan so that they can cause this young lady more harm. There is no way that Pat Beverly would allow that same white man to speak that way about Taylor Swift or any other wag who is of another background about her body part. You know why? Because it's not only disgusting, but he would have been canceled without hesitation or question. And I'm so proud of Klay Thompson for standing on business, because these dudes are out of pocket and out of line. Now, some people may call him a simp, but in my eyes, I'm seeing a king protecting his queen from these bozos who think that they have the audacity to disrespecting her and thinking they're not gonna be checked. And that's the problem. We are witnessing again black women being disrespected and nobody checking them in real time. And Klay said, not on my watch. Play with other people, but not with mine. As it pertains to Patrick Beverly's case, I can't begin to imagine what his sibling is experiencing, because this dude got arrested and charged with felony assault in what officers stated was family violence, in which he was allegedly impeding the breath or circulation of his baby sister. This is dangerous on so many levels, allegedly. And in the event, if this is true, if this is indeed true, I hope that this princess gets help and support that she will need in the years and decades to come. The male ego is truly the most dangerous thing the world has to offer. Silent and spreading the trope of a black woman with those comments and allegedly causing harm to his own sibling. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot make this bleep up. I want the adults in the room to understand that this type of behavior should be called out every time, and reminding these colonizers and bleeps that if you do disrespect black women in any forum, you will be held to account every single time. Yes, Beverly cannot stop that white man from talking his talk, but if the roles were reversed, it would not have happened on his watch whatsoever, because those people understand the game. And I also want these podcast bros to understand that there is power behind the mic, and with that power comes responsibility, not only to your audience, but to your community, because those words and conversations does have real life consequences for the most vulnerable amongst our community members in private and in public. Wishing support and healing for the child involved who was allegedly harmed, in addition for Megan Thee Stallion as she continues to blossom in this new era. I will leave you with the words of the late Malcolm X, activist, spouse, father, sibling, and friend. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and make the guilty innocent. And that's power, because they control the mind of the masses. In addition, I will leave in the comments and description below for child mistreatment and neglect organizations, in addition to hotlines for mental health assistance and support. And as always, protect black women, known and unknown. I thank you all for watching, and please be safe out here, and I will see you in the next video.